Wesley Matthews. And here is Anthony. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Lowry for three. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
This third. And that does it for the second quarter, getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Smooth out there with James Johnson. And it's Valentine.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
Good. That's 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
And they're able to recover. Now the pass to Hardaway. And that misses badly. Air ball. The three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the...
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Raptors. They score 11 straight to finish off the period. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff.
Everyone to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Quincy Acy out there with Anthony. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
So both teams changing it up here. That one goes. Count it. 16 points for Smooth.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Anthony left side. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Smooth. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Smooth's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Raptors. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Raptors as they go on a 10-0 run to end the period. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. He scanned the perimeter, found...
Deciding to change it up. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Smooth in at the 3. Amir Johnson is out there with Lucas Nogueira. Then it's Vasquez, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Here's Smooth. No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that about wraps
Good work out there, man.
Yeah, man, taking care of business.
I hear that.
Time to get going, guys. Today we're going to look at 2 more points of emphasis: crashing the offensive glass and shooting at will. Let's get to it. Now, I've said this before, but this team is full of guys who are really good at hitting the offensive glass. Coach thinks it's a real strength of ours, especially when we go up against a team that's not particularly strong at rebounding the ball. Offensive boards gives us multiple opportunities to score on a single possession. So when Coach tells us to crash the offensive glass, we need to make sure we do it. That said, let's take a look at a couple of replays that should help everyone understand what we're expecting you to do. The next point of emphasis Coach wanted me to go over is shooting at will. Now, that doesn't mean jack up half-court shots as soon as you get the ball. It does mean if you get a solid open look in a spot on the floor where you are capable of scoring from, don't hesitate to put it up. Coach knows we have a team with a bunch of capable scorers, and he's going to want us to take advantage of that. So don't hesitate. Trust yourself and take the shot. So when Coach calls for us to shoot at will, if you got a good shot, take it. Now let me show you guys a couple of plays that demonstrate what shoot at will looks like. Okay, that's going to do it for today. There's no excuse not to know what's expected of you when Coach calls for either of these points of emphasis in a game. See you at practice.
You got it, Coach.
We behaving hard. We behaving hard. Fast one, slow one. We behaving hard. We behaving hard.
Here we go, huh?
Fast one, slow one. We behaving hard.
Yo, when I was young, man, my dad had a house. I could. To contact and talk like eke 'em out. Go to school, act like I'm pulling out. Kinda funny cause I used to freak my teachers out. Like dang dang diddy dang dang. Sin so much me go teach you about piece of the one black Johnny and out in the club. Everybody on Sinatra, look around. Everybody on Sinatra. I ain't talking about they call. I'm talking about and go ha 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 ha. I mean, just go bonkers, make the young girls wild, and then go let's make the smile. They don't need binoculars, make wanna pull out. They got you. Ring, ba-bum, ba-bum. Aerosol can, ba-bum, ba-bum. Monkey outside, ba-bum, ba-bum. All night, ba-bum, ba-bum. Stick a bum, stick a clang, clang, clang. Hang on to that like a rain day Jesus. Transform to a grown man and transform again like skateboard can make more. Still my style.
K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Joining me in the booth, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And this is Kevin Hart. Earlier this season, it was Toronto who came out on top in the last matchup against the Cavaliers. And they'd love to go for the sweep here and make it 4-0 in the season series.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Here is the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the center. Here's Smooth, averaging 22 points a game. Nailed from three-point land.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
On defense, Toronto. It's a three-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, Clark and Steve. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with James Johnson. And it's Smooth in at the 3 spot. Baseline J on the way. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Here's Dellavedova. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Cleveland also making some changes.
How about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that big.